What's going on, guys? I figured I'd do another small video while I have time. I just got home from work. A lot of news. Some of it car related, some actually, I guess it could all pertain to cars, but I'll go over that in a second. I'll open up the garage here and show you guys the H3 that we bought. I know I haven't done a video of that, but I'll keep this closed so my neighbors don't think I'm a fucking weirdo talking to myself while I show you this. So you guys have already seen the wheels and tires on here. The only thing I've added since the last video are these permanent tire letters. And I kind of did it as a troll. A troll on everyone with the Speed Hunters. The Speed Hunter tire letters. I got Toge Hunters. It's in the Speed Hunter font too, so it's like exactly the same as the Speed Hunter. So everyone does a double take when they first see it. It's pretty funny. I think it looks awesome. I love the yellow lettering on a black car. I think it looks pretty aggressive. This is going on next. I got some Bilstein shocks for the rear and Eibach lowering springs. 1-inch lowering springs. All the other ones were like 1 1/4 inch or lower of a drop. And my wheel and tire setup, as always, is super meaty. So I'm afraid that going over 1 inch will kind of screw me. I'm getting the fenders rolled, but I don't want to rub at all on the fenders. It's just, this isn't a car that I think should have to deal with that. So inch drop all around. The reason I didn't get front struts, front Bilstein struts, is because I looked in here and I'm glad I saw this already. I don't know if you can see it. You can see the yellow in there, and I saw the Bilstein sticker. So this one already has new upgraded Bilstein fronts, so I don't have to do that. So just new ones for the rear and then the lowering springs. Those will be on within the next 2 weeks. So yeah, I think that's it for the updates. Oh yeah, and another reason I didn't want to go lower than 1 inch in the front. I wish I had a light, but the tire as it is sits pretty close to that perch right there. I believe that's what that's called, the spring perch. So as you lower a car, everything else being equal, you're gonna get some negative camber, and it's gonna sit even closer to that perch. I think I had like 5 millimeters of space without the ECS tuning spacer, and then that's a 15 millimeter. So I believe I have 20 millimeters before the tire hits the side of the perch. So I should be okay because I'm only lowering it 1 inch, and it shouldn't have that much negative camber. And if it does, we can adjust it back out. But that'll do me good too, because the way Porsche has it from the factory, it's like 0 camber, 0 degrees of camber in the front, or just damn near. And I don't like the way that feels on the turn in. It feels really unstable. And the tire also wanted to roll over itself because it was way underinflated, so I brought it up a little more. And the rear looks like it has about 1.5, 2 degrees negative, and it'll have more. So it'll be good. It'll sit damn near perfect once the springs are on and the fenders are rolled. It's gonna look really, really mean. I've been working on trying to find a wing, like a GT Cup wing. Not sure I want to spend that kind of money yet. I'm probably not going to, and I'll tell you guys why in a second. Just make sure I didn't forget anything before we move on to the Hummer. I have not a startup video, but I have a more recent video of it running that I'll upload to. I meant to upload that a couple weeks ago, but I never did. Just a smaller clip, but I decided to take when I got home a couple weeks ago. I guess before I show you the Hummer, I'll share some news that's happening. So I'm gonna be getting an R32 GTST probably in the next 2 months or so. And I'll also be selling this house and moving. My dad was nice enough to let me, actually let me let me backtrack a second. So we bought this house. I don't know how long you've been watching my channel, but we bought this house. Let's see if it's still over there. Cover the address really quick. Well, that doesn't really help now, does it? Oh, there's the price. So we bought this house like a year and a half ago, just about, for $227,000. And that was when the market wasn't low, but it was fairly steady at where it was. And now a year and a half later today, our house is valued at about $290,000. So we're gonna sell while the market's high. And my dad, here we go, back to the point where I was gonna start at. My dad was nice enough to let us use his cabins. He has a couple of cabins like 15 minutes away from this house, closer to Mount Hood, that he's gonna let us use until the market comes back down and we can take advantage of that. And we're gonna use all the profit after the taxes we have to pay on it to, I think we're gonna pay off most of our debt, which isn't that much. So we'll pay that off. I'm gonna buy a GTST, but I'm not really gonna take out of that fund. I'm only gonna take a couple thousand and I'm gonna pay it right back in while we're living at the cabins. But we'll probably spend, I'd say, a good year out there, and just keep saving up and see what the market does. If it continues to climb, which it probably will through 2017, that's fine. That's what I'm planning on anyways. So I don't expect it to climb as high as it's been climbing, because a year and a half growth, like a year and a half, $70,000 growth is a lot. So yeah, I don't mean to bore you guys with that, but I just wanted to share what's going to be going on, because soon we're not going to be in a garage. We're going to be like outside. It's a lot of space, and it's a huge gravel like parking space, and I can make like a kind of a makeshift garage, but it's not going to be an indoor thing. So I figured I'd let you guys know that now. It's going to be about a year of that. But having said that, I'm in a position now, sort of, where I can afford to buy the GTST and keep the Carrera. So this is going to be, actually I haven't really decided. I have it in my mind right now that this is going to be less of the race car and more of like a daily when I'm working on the race car, and the R32 is going to be a race car type build. I'll share plans with that later. I don't want to turn this into another famous 20-minute video. So yeah, that's that. Selling the house, moving to the cabins. It won't be free. I didn't expect it to be anyways, because I don't know, I don't like mooching, I guess. It's nice to not have to pay anything, but it's way less than we pay right now. We're paying like under $2,000, or right at $2,000 for the mortgage and utilities and stuff, and we'll only be paying like $585 at the cabins. And they're not like some shit ass wood cabins. They're like electronically controlled locks, hot tub, pool table, TVs. It's a legit setup, so it's gonna be dope. So yeah, stay tuned for that. Maybe we'll go on some fucking back road drives. So yeah, I thought I'd share that with you guys. Pretty hyped about that. Now we can, let's see if we can go over this H3 really quick. Without the neighbors thinking I'm a fucking weirdo. Sorry Sorry, my dogs are crazy. So here it is. I think you guys have only seen like a dark shot of it. I'm gonna speak a little quiet because again, I'm not shy. I just don't want people to think I'm fucking weird talking to myself and videotaping what looks like the neighborhood. So it's the H3 Alpha Edition. Actually came with some really meaty 33s. Let me hop in here really quick. It's tall. So it's the Alpha Edition Hummer H3. It's pretty much, well no, it is the top of the line for the H3. All leather, and got Alpha stitched into the headrests. No lockers, like rear lockers, but it has 4 high locked and 4 low locked, so that's enough, trust me. So the Alpha is different because it has the touchscreen, the super nice leather seats. I think you can get these in the lower H3s, but they're nice regardless. And instead of the inline 5-cylinder, I believe it's an inline 5-cylinder, but it is a 5-cylinder that for some reason the other H3s came with. This one came with a 5.3 liter V8, which I think is what they should have all came with anyway. Because why would you put a 5-cylinder in this big ass car? But so yeah, it's pretty nice. It's more of my wife's daily. I mean, we both daily it because I commute with her, but this is pretty much our daily right now. Obviously the gas mileage sucks balls, but who cares? It's awesome to daily. Plans for this, there's 33s on it right now, and there's good treads. So when those were out, I'll put some 35s on it. Grill guard, yellow fogs. I want to integrate the light bar somewhere. I don't want it just chilling up there because I don't really like that look. Yeah, so we're gonna keep it pretty simple with this. I mean, it's already really capable as it is. The previous owner put fully adjustable Rancho struts and shocks on it, so that's nice. It rides, it handles really well for how tall it is and for what it is. So yeah, I'm not gonna lift it. You don't need to lift H3s to fit 35s, and they can articulate fully without rubbing at all, barely. So yeah, there's that for people that like off-roading type shit. Sorry, this is kind of scatterbrained and not planned out at all. I just knew I haven't made a video in a while and wanted to make something before we left the house and went to the cabins. So yeah, of course we're at 13 minutes. Drug the shit out just like I always do, but oh, it kind of looks way better in daylight, doesn't it? I need to open the fucking garage more and stop doing stuff in dim lighting. It looks way better, huh? So yep, Porsche, Hummer, soon to be R32, GTST or GTS4, hopefully if I can find one. I'm not gonna wait if I can't find one. I'm just gonna buy either or. And I'm gonna be importing it. I'm not gonna buy one here, most likely. So again, like I was gonna do however long ago that was, a year ago, I'm gonna go through that whole process. Even though it's been documented, I kind of just want to document it and see how it is for me. And I will share that with you guys as I go through it. Like I said, that's not gonna be for a couple months. We'll be in the cabins at that point, so I'll make another update video. So yeah, thanks for watching, guys.